What's your name?
Kevin Thompson.
Kevin. Do you know who I am?
Yes, sir.
What's my name?
Guy with the world's biggest stars, Greg Valentino.
There you go, Kevin. Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What would be your favorite magazine?
Muscular Development.
All right. And what would be your favorite column?
The Ramblin Freak.
Unbelievable. He said Ramblin Freak. Incredible. Everybody's a Ramblin Freak fan.
You gonna get a picture?
Absolutely.
I'll take the picture. Put the flash on. Shoot this? Yeah.
Can you flex for the camera?
Yeah.
Let me see those guns. Let me ask you, all right, what's your name?
Jeremy.
What's your favorite magazine?
Muscular Development.
And what would be your favorite column?
Your column. Ramblin Freak.
There you go. Look at that. Unbelievable. Everybody's a Ramblin Freak fan.
I just want to see the guns.
No, my guns are hitting, but you can feel it. Solid. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's your favorite magazine?
MD.
All right, there you go. What's your favorite column?
Yours.
There you go. There you go. You heard Ramblin Freak, he said. Okay. Would you be willing to lift up your shirt and flex your arm for us?
Only if you do it with me.
No, I'm not going to lift up my shirt. I feel like 6 pounds of shit in a 3-pound bag. Look at that. Look at that. Let me ask you, how big would you want your arms? If you could pick any size to make your arms big, how big would you want them?
Maybe 22s.
22, same size as Arnold. All right, you're a big guy. Do you know who I am?
Greg Valentino, man.
There you go. Look at that. He knows who I am. All right, so far we're on the right track. What would be your favorite magazine?
MD.
Look at that. He said MD. He said, what
Only one there is, isn't it?
That's it. I like this guy. All right. What's your favorite column in MD?
Your column.
That's it. He said Ramblin Freak. You heard that, Palumbo? Ramblin Freak. All right, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's your favorite magazine?
Oh, Ramblin Freak, of course.
All right, Ramblin Freak. I'll take that. That's the column. And you know who I am. What's my name?
I just forgot it. What?
Dave Palumbo.
Valentino.
Right, I'm not Dave Palumbo. No. I'm better looking. and that's not saying much.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How you doing? All right?
You're awesome. Yeah.
What's your favorite magazine?
Penthouse.
Right.
Valentino.
How you guys doing?
Good, you?
How you doing? Let me ask you a question. I got to get this little guy here. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, are you into bodybuilding? Yeah? Who's your favorite all right, how about this? What's your favorite magazine? Hold on 1 second. What's your favorite magazine?
Muscular Valentino.
Muscular Development, you heard it here. And what would be your favorite column? You really shouldn't be reading it because it's not for kids, but if you were to read a column, what column would you read?
Ramblin Freak.
Unbelievable. This kid's a Ramblin Freak fan. You're going to get a free t-shirt from Muscular Development. How about that? All right? It's a little big, but one day you're going to grow into that, and he's going to fear you. All right? Thank you. How you doing? Hey, fellas, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You guys are, what are you guys, in the Marines?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
What's that?
Yes, we're in the Marine Corps.
Okay. Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're the Ramblin Freak or something like that.
Very good. What's your favorite magazine?
Muscle Development.
There you go. Can you please tell me your name?
PJ Braun.
PJ, you are a monster. You are a mass monster. You look great. What's your favorite magazine?
Muscular Development.
And what would be your favorite column? Don't say Palumbo's.
Greg Valentino, definitely the Ramblin Freak.
There you go. Look at that.
If Dave was in it.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
What's my name?
Gary.
What's my name?
Greg.
Are you reading that tag on my shirt?
No, Valentino. I didn't look.
Look at that. Your friend called me Gary over there. All right.
You're my MySpace buddy, by the way.
I am your MySpace buddy. So then you know who I am, right? You didn't just read my tag.
You're Jay Cutler, right?
He knows that, Jake. No, I'm Dave Palumbo. Look at the head. Look at the head bloat. What would be your favorite column in MD? Ramblin Freak.
I know Ramblin Freak. You're in the end.
All right, there we go.
It's pretty funny.
All right, now
you used to rip on those that Asian girl you were dating or something. But it was
that Latin filthy pig that I dated.
Girl.
Okay, Eric just got hired to do the new MD column. What? Tell us, Eric. What column are you going to do?
The column is called No Juice Bodybuilding. I'm representing all the natural guys out there.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. You know, I was natural 23 years and I juiced the shit out of myself.
Well, you know, it happens. You know, it sneaks up on you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're a big guy, all right? Now, do you like guys that are more massive, or do you like that skinny, lean look?
Freaks.
He likes freaks. He said he likes. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. He's got big arms too. go. Look at that. All right, let me ask you a question. How old are you?
21.
21. Do you like mass? Are you here to see big guys, or do you like the guys that are more symmetrical?
Dude, I just want to be huge someday. That's my goal.
All right, let me ask you a question. You yourself, how big would you want to get your arms?
Like 22s.
I like that. You know what? You're going to get a t-shirt for that.
All right.
What's your favorite magazine?
MD.
All right, you almost said Flex.
Well, I meant to say MD.
Okay. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, what's my name?
Valentino.
There you go. I like the way he says that. Where are you from?
Paris.
Oh, Paris. All right. Very good. Now, what would be your favorite magazine?
Muscular development.
I like the way...
MD, sure.
I like to say that again.
MD.
How do you say muscular development?
Musculaire développement.
All right. All right. I like that. Let me tell you something. You got some good arms on you. What size are your arms right now?
Tutini.
What?
Skinny.
No, they're not skinny. You look...
Not big, no.
You're doing the Cyber Classic, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to weigh, you think? You're going to weigh in at?
I think maybe 230.
230, huh?
Something like that.
Wow, are you excited about this?
Yeah, very excited, yeah.
Okay, you're a member of the website?
Yeah.
What's your name on the website?
Fed.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that name. Would you be willing to do a double bicep for us? For the camera. Look at that. Wow, he's even hard, this guy. There we go. We got some natural arms here.
There you go. You can do naturally.
All right, Eric, if you can get your arms as big, pick a number, how big you'd want them. How big would you want them?
Honestly, I don't really care how big they are. I just want them to look good. So they could be. It's not really the size that matters. It's how good they look.
Okay, well, they look pretty good.
Well, I appreciate you saying.
All right, you don't want to look like me. I look like forget about it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I don't think that I'd have a chance to look like you because I'm not that short.
There you go. I look like Uncle Fester on steroids. Now, let me ask you a question. How big are your arms?
I have never measured them.
You never met. They're pretty big.
I've never measured them.
All right, would you be willing to flex for the camera?
Sure.
All right, let me see you flex. There we go. There's some big arms right there. There we go. Let me ask you a question. If you could get them bigger, how big would you want them?
24, 25.
All right, that's big enough. You got yourself a free Muscular Development t-shirt.
Greg,
all right?
you're a stud, man.
Thank you. What's your favorite magazine?
MD.
MD, there you go. Right answer so far. Let me tell you something. You got a hell of a build on you. You look really, really big. I like that. Can you flex for us right now? Could you give us a double bicep? You look great. You look fantastic. Would you be willing to flex your arm?
As long as you keep your sleeve.
Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stand right here. You're a big guy. Look at that. Look at that. Those are some big, big arms. Let me tell you something. He's big all over. He's the North American bodybuilding champion. Right there. You're going to hear it from me first. I predict this man will win in North America. And if he don't, it's a fix. If you can make your arms any size, how big would you want them?
About 28 inches.
28 inches. He said, I like this guy. All right, let me see a double bicep. Look at that. Well, guess what? You just got a free Muscular Development t-shirt.
All right.
All right? Thank you very much. Best of luck to you. Have a great weekend. All right, let me see you flex. Do a double bicep. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. There you go. All right. If you can get your arms bigger, how big would you get them?
Probably about 5 more inches on them.
I like that. I like this guy. Let me ask you, how big are your arms?
18 inches.
18 inches. They look a little bigger than that.
Maybe. I'm not
All right. How big would you want them?
Bigger than yours, I'd hope.
All right. I like that. There we go. Would you be willing to flex your biceps? All right. Let me see it. There we go. What do you think of that? Let me see a double bicep.
It's coming.
There you go. You look good. If you can get your arms super huge, how big would you get them?
Maybe an inch or two more than I got them right now.
All right, I like that. You look great. Would you be willing to flex? Show your bicep. You don't have to take your shirt off. Just let me just see if. There you go. Look at that. All right, let me ask you a question. How big are those?
10s.
None of you guys would be willing to flex for the camera, would you?
Flex for the camera?
Yeah.
No.